Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures, and welcome to a very special autumnal show. It's the 23rd of September today. I've delayed the show for 2 days because today is an official start of autumn. We're of course talking about the astrological autumn, and I know it's autumn because my cup of tea is going cold quicker. It's funny. We've got blue skies, which means, as you can see from the greenhouse here around, it's quite chilly, which means the morning frosts are on their way yet again. We've had one autumn already, but that was the meteorological one. This is the astrological one. And this date can change. It's either 22nd, 23rd, 24th. It doesn't land particularly each year on one day. We have, during this autumn period, the harvest moon. Now the harvest moon is actually the full moon, but obviously because now this is where the farmers would get the harvest in, and normally it's the first Sunday after or during that full moon period, or the harvest moon. And it's called the harvest moon because it was there, hopefully, it was bright enough to help the farmers work late into the night to bring in their crops. Isn't that just amazing? And we can tell it's autumn because it's cooler, it's colder in the mornings and the evening. But what's special about it is, and all equinoxes actually, it's from the Latin word meaning equal. So it's equal day and night. So today, the 23rd of September 2022, means that we get 12 hours of sunlight and 12 hours of darkness, because the sun is apparently on the equator line. We're facing more to the sun, and as from tomorrow we get longer and longer nights, and the other half of the world get longer and longer days. Isn't it fantastic? But it's not only this sort of autumn equinoxes. There are pagan equinoxes. The Japanese have their own equinox, and we'll look at them later in the season. And yeah, it's great, isn't it, how we celebrate. But I love, there's a third one that actually I think most of us maybe work to that, you know. We don't know about it, but we feel it. It's when nature itself decides that autumn's on its way. I've been talking about it for weeks, haven't I? It's been changing. You can sense the quietness, the stillness around, and that's because the seasons are working out what to do, because the birds decide that this country here is too cold, and so they fly to warmer climates. The leaves start dropping from the trees, and it decides it's got its own little rhythms starting to work down to winter, and preserving, as I said, within each of the fruits and the trees and the plants and the ground, preserving food to get them through the winter months. So sit back today, relax, and enjoy the show. Cheers. My very cold cup of tea, because it's freezing out here, although I say we do have blue skies. Welcome aboard. Cheers. It's a day for collecting food and picking food here, and well, we've had all sorts, haven't we? Now we're looking at carrots, and these are my main carrots here, and well, they're a bit misshapen, but once they've been washed and either chopped or sliced or however you like your carrots, they'll be lovely, absolutely delicious. Oh, and they smell beautiful. Now these, I forgot to thin some out, so they're a little small and some have gone a bit green on the top, but I can still use them. These are the, obviously, the round carrots, because they're round, but they're nice. However, in this tray behind me, just a moment, these have been growing really nicely. Look at those, proper round carrots. Isn't it exciting when you grow something new and different? These have been more of a success really, even though they're only in a small tray. They've grown as should, and they've been well watered and looked after, and these have been a bit rogue as always. I planted too many. I should have thinned them out, forgot all about them because they're under cover, just left them. But we've got carrots, and I can still use the ones that are in there, just need to chop the green bits off. I love this time of year. And these, well, they're very nice greenery, but I think my rabbit will love those, so we'll go and give some to the rabbit. Well, here I am next to my purple sprouts in my greenhouse that has the very fine mesh on, in the hope that nothing can get to them. Having said that, one of them did have a few aphids on, so I've washed them down with water, sprayed them with water, obviously from my water butts and watering cans. You can eat most of the sprout plant, obviously not the stalks really, but you've got your sprouts, and you can eat the leaves too. And the leaves have as much nutrients as the sprouts themselves, and they're very, very tasty. Less harsh are the leaves than the sprouts. Some people, I know you don't like the sprouts, but the leaves are softer and nicer. You can have these raw in salads and stuff, but I like them steamed and on a plate with all my lovely vegetables. So I'm looking forward to having these leaves with my Sunday roast. And well, I've taken the bottom leaves off and I've topped them, and so basically this is the top. I've cut that off because it's a bit like tomatoes, it will encourage the sprouts further down to develop. Now they develop, very funny enough, from the bottom upwards, and I've missed the ones at the back, and some of those have blown already because they've got too big, and so they've been heavily watered today. I will now continue watering them to obviously give the sprouts a chance at growing into lovely little sprouts. Exciting stuff, eh? And when I say I've taken a few sprout leaves off, here they are, look, and popped them on the compost heap. Now they will be broken up even more because these, believe it or not, take quite a while to compost, so I'll be getting my shredder out and feeding them through when they've dried out a bit. You don't have to do it when they're too wet because well, it clogs up my shredder actually, so we'll just be popping those on there. I've cut a few bushes back as well, so when I get the shredder out I can well, shred everything and turn it into a lovely mulch, which actually could go around some of the plants that I've just planted in to keep, well, the water retention underneath. Marvellous again. Well, slight problem here on the allotment today. I picked my carrots of the day for a Sunday roast, and well, I've left them here in my greenhouse in a little Hessian bag ready for the luncheon today. The problem is they've gone a little bit limp, they've gone soft, and so have the edges, although my rabbit still likes them. But how do you revive a carrot? Can you revive a carrot? Do I hear any answers coming back? Well, no, but I'm going to tell you. Yes, you can revive carrots. All you have to do is clean them off, pop them in water. Now, some recommend overnight, but an hour or so would also revive the carrots. Even these twisted ones like this, giving himself a little hug. In fact, he is giving himself a little hug. There you go, have a look at that. Aren't they cute when they're a bit misshapen? I do like a good carrot. Anyway, as I was saying, putting carrots in cold water will really help revive them. They do like living in the fridge, in a sealed container. That will really help too. Put them in cold water and leave them overnight. And the carrot will absorb the water, and that would be absolutely fantastic. They will then be as they were when they were first picked. So if you've had carrots in the fridge for a time and they've gone a little limp and soft, pop them in water, pop them back into the fridge, and 10 hours or so, they'll be nice and crisp and ready to eat. Isn't that brilliant? Well done for the little carrots. Oh, he really is hugging himself. Fantastic. Well, once again, thank you very much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire allotment adventures. And, well, a day of contrast so far. It's starting to warm up. They've got absolutely gorgeous blue skies. The sun is coming now through. As you can see, it's a bit speckled on my face, but it's here, and it's going to be a really, really nice day, although cold. You may have noticed while I'm filming as well, I do change tops, because some days I film all week and then put them together. Some days I can do the show right through, and that's why in some shows I'm wearing the same top. I just thought I'd let you know, because some people do ask why I change tops, because I'm filming on different days, and we piece it all together then to make hopefully an interesting show for the viewers at home. Now, what happened was when I started filming today, and it was very early this morning actually, my battery on the microphone was flashing at me, and I thought I'll just hopefully film the opening sequence with my cup of tea as I drank it. And I said, I think, and in fact here's the clip, look at me here. Can you guess what I said? I think I've said, I don't like drinking cold tea. But at that moment, the battery ran out. The joys of filming here on the allotment. As I say, once again, thank you very much for watching, and hello to all the new subscribers out there. We're rapidly going up, which is lovely to have you all on board. Once again, thank you for your fantastic comments. Thank you for your photographs. We'll get more of those in over the coming weeks. And look, the sun's finally here. It's great having you on board, and I'll see you very shortly here on Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. Thanks and welcome to the autumn, officially now, today. Equal days, equal nights for one day only today. Enjoy.